Last year, it was discovered that a reporter for CBS had her computer hacked into, had the government just poking around inside, trying to find out what she knew and what her sources were regarding the Benghazi cover-up. Cheryl Atkinson, who then later resigned because CBS was protecting Obama. The computer was taken to a forensic lab and analyzed, and they did confirm that it was hacked into by sophisticated methods to remove all possible indications of unauthorized activities and alter system lines to cause further confusion. But it's far more Orwellian than that. She has a new book out, and she has revealed that the government not only just hacked into her computer to poke around and, like I said, find out her sources and find out what she knew, but they also planted a classified document on the computer and hid it where she wouldn't likely find it in the event that they needed to threaten her or arrest her or prosecute her for having classified information. All it would take is them to just send her a national security letter and have the men in black just stop on by and poke around her computer and threaten her with 10 years of prison time for having a, quote, classified document in her possession. And then just force her to sign a non-disclosure agreement in exchange for keeping quiet and just following the government's rules. Absolutely beyond Orwellian. By the way, if you're not aware, the CIA once denied hacking into Senate computers. You see, there are a Senate Select Committee, the Senate Intelligence Committee, which is supposed to be the senators that are authorized to look over and supposedly oversee the activities of the CIA to try to make sure, supposedly, that they're actually following the law. And it was discovered that their computers were hacked into, and John Brennan, head of the CIA, denied it back in March. Only when the forensic evidence confirmed it, then he later admitted, yes, we did do that. A similar situation regarding the attempted frame-up of Cheryl Atkinson was carried out, actually, against Thomas Drake. Everybody knows about Edward Snowden, but there are a couple other key whistleblowers, Thomas Drake being one of them, who was arrested for having classified information on his laptop after he went to his superiors and just expressed his concern about the illegal wiretapping program. And so some of the documents that he had on his laptop, which he was authorized to have, they then reclassified and then charged him with having classified documents. And just almost ruined him, or pretty much did ruin him financially. Cost him his $170,000 a year job. Had to spend perhaps hundreds of thousands of dollars defending in the pretrial defense motions. And then all of a sudden, just days before the case went to trial, the government dropped their case against him. He was so broke, so desperate for a job. Again, this is a former high-level CIA analyst making almost $200,000 a year, who then later had to work at an Apple store. From NSA analyst to working at an Apple store. That's how the CIA and the NSA, Illuminati mafioso, intelligent agencies roll. They'll just classify declassified information and then charge people with felonies in order to get them to shut up and then bankrupt them. And in the case of Cheryl Atkinson, just plant classified documents on their computer just in case they want to arrest her. And of course, this would be all done under secret. They would secretly indict her. They would have the men in black come and black bag her and then threaten her with a national security letter, and she would be gagged and threatened into silence if she just didn't follow, just give up that investigation, Cheryl. Just stop investigating Obama. Just Obama's the Lord. He's the Christ. He can do no wrong. So just to be clear, the CIA, some government agency, planted classified documents on her computer, denied spying on the Senate Intelligence Committee computers, and then later admitted it and tried, and really did, frame NSA whistleblower Thomas Drake. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. We're just entering an absolutely unprecedented Orwellian age of this New World Order. when nobody's held accountable, nobody's arrested. I mean, this is beyond Nazi Germany level tactics. Absolutely stunning that nobody is indicted, arrested, nobody cares in Congress. They probably have had the same thing happen to them, probably had to sign those NSL letters, had their family and they had their children threatened, and they're just trying to just get by, trying to avoid having their children get murdered or injected with some kind of weird disease. Anyway, stay tuned, stay aware. It's time to buckle your seatbelts in because the New World Order is starting to go into overdrive.